to watch defensively.
The lob into Williams, a Southern Utah transfer. Layup goes.
Bounce pass to lead him to the rim.
Williams, strong move. Another nice finish on the...
Prepared differently.
2 in the shot clock. Mazel in amongst the trees with a rebound by Silverstein.
Again, down on the other end, has a hand on the ball. Down there, secures the rebound.
Nice finish. Martel Williams. That 13:38 to go as Musa set to trigger. Lancers have gone cold, have not scored in over 2.5 minutes. Lead dwindled from 11 down to 4.
Big defensive possession right here for Tarleton State to get a stop.
Nice bullet pass. Williams got the 3. Just what the Lancers.
They're on a 12-2 run over the last 5.5 minutes. Hennig hands it off to Williams. Williams, left hand to the rim, lay it in.
Free throw.
Daniels out to Silverstein for 3. No good. Put back Williams. The basket and the Riley has it for the Lancers. Top of the arc to his left to Williams. He'll try the 3. That one is also good.
Execution by the Lancers. Great hands there by Beon Riley. 3-ball Williams got it. Martel of the night. That's great execution for Utah Tech. They had plenty of time to talk about it at halftime and came out in very good execution from the Trailblazers.
Someone's going to need to step up the scoring slack with Noah Gonzalez. Nothing on the board so far. They're really focusing on him defensively. 4 on the shot clock. Williams, oh, that was pretty shot. Coleman is 6'8". He's got a wingspan to match that. Here we come with the Lancers again. They can tie it right here. Williams, yes, sir. Martel Williams.
Off that screen so hard. The initial shot wasn't there, but they didn't give up on it. Come off a second screen. You give him a good look, and he's lethal from downtown.
Well, you could hear the sigh coming out of Noah Gonzalez right there. Finally, Williams. What a move. That is power.
Trips, and he does here. 5-5. 16:37 early here in the first half.
I like the pressure from Seattle U because with Daniels Jr. out, the point guard playmaking, ball handling is pretty limited for CBU. And I think making it harder for them to get into their offense and their ball screen action is probably something that can help. Martel Williams gets all the way there.
Regime of that Thursday-Saturday matchups, and it's been a little disjointed. Some teams playing more games than others.
That's a great word for it, disjointed. It really is.
It's a safe word.
Yep.
Braun back to Williams. In. Nothing but net. Different story at Riverside where they had 22 turnovers. GCU did.
Well, they ended the game at UT Arlington on a 25-11 run. We're at 21-10 to start this game. That's a good sign.
Williams left.
That's a good move.
Just the shot clock, and we're underway. Riley takes it from Johnson. Coleman now, and far side to Williams. Williams, a little bit of room. Shut down, though, by Harrison. Cuts back in. Big right-handed in.
Ooh, nice move. Good individual.
Newsom. Bounce pass. Nice to Williams.
Good design play there by the Lancers.
Musa, back up. Hennig leads for Williams. Williams near the stripe. Near the feet of Musa. He's able to gather it up. Pushed over. Williams, he'll cut into the paint. Lost the dribble. Got his own and puts it home. And a foul as well. Riley. Over to Williams. Dips on him. Crosses him over. Coles adds support. High off the glass and in. But under Mackay.
There you go. That was a good moment for Mackay to show off his great athleticism. They needed that.
Corner 3, Williams. Oh, yes. For Jacoby Coles. Up top, Coleman looks left, hands it over to Williams. Williams looked inside, now left to go to Silverstein. Silverstein beyond the arc, up high to Riley. 11 to shoot. Back up, Williams, 7 to shoot, 6 to shoot. Williams, left-handed in. Wow, Martel Williams.
That was a hard.
Still CBU ball. Martel Williams, left hand, little bit short. Retrieved by Owana, but it bounces to Dominique Daniels Jr. Martel Williams for 3. That one is big. 16-6. Lancers on top by 10. A 14-2 run right now for CBU. Very strong start. Silverstein, the drive and the kick to Martel Williams, and he did it again. Oh, that was rainwater on the reverse. They do have similar hairstyles. 36-26. Dom over to Martel Williams. Still working on Owana. Inside, spins right, gets him up in the air. The shot is good for Martel. High off the glass and good, Jeff. That's a tough shot.
Boy, he has been really fun to watch. Super athlete. So smooth.
Martel Williams on the other end. Daniels checks out with 22 points in this game. 3-pointer off the mark for number 23, Stone Hutchings. 6-point game. Martel Williams defended on the wing by number 13, Britton Barrett. Barrett in for the first time tonight. Williams with 2 defenders.
Like they called just pushing off underneath on that rebound on UTA. Only their first foul.
Williams was patient. Robinson can't get it, and he goes to the floor. Mavericks still haven't made a field goal in about 3 minutes' time. They trail 21-13. Backing down Burford and fading away. It's in every arena, but here in Arlington.
Correct.
4-point lead for UTA. California Baptist has the ball. 45 seconds remaining. Can't take too much time here. Williams in the painted area going to the hole. It falls, and he does.
How about that, Chris? He came through when he had to.
The Maverick lead is 4 points. 30 seconds left in overtime. Firing from distance, it's Williams draining.
They also called goaltending.
They did, so it was a tight end type catcher.
Martel Williams on the other end, muscling inside. Adam Musa. Over to Brady Hennig. Hennig into the game for the Lancers. Martel Williams sees the 3, fires the 3, hits the 3. Lopes. Silverstein over to Williams as CBU goes back on offense. Nice pass from Braun to Williams, and we are Grant Foster with the basketball. Drives inside, blocked by Braun. Martel Williams has it for the Lancers. Martel to the rim. The lay-in, and Coach Bryce Drew wants
and deter the shot.
CBU comes in at 11-10 overall on the season, 4-3 in the WAC. 4th place in the WAC right now. Southern Utah at 9-13, 1-7 in conference play. Their only win coming against University of Texas Arlington, 73-68 as Williams. 10 on the shot clock. Williams trying to post up Daniels. The turnaround's no good, and Kendall Coleman comes down with it.
Yeah, Williams, very physical. If you watch him, he's got an NBA-type body.
Musa drives, back out to Martel Williams, fakes, drives in, hangs, left hand, good for Martel. Down by 10. Smith, no good, rebound Coleman. Dom's going to circle back out to the wing, now up top to Coleman. He hands it off to Musa. Musa over to Williams, now inside to Hennig, defended by Hill. Back up top to Musa. Still plenty of time. 10 on the shot clock right now. Musa, Williams, catch and release. Yes, and it's good. Langston crashing down low. The hook shot comes up short. Coleman, the leading rebounder for California Baptist, snares it. Williams very familiar with this court. A former Thunderbird drops through the first bucket. On the follow.
That's a great follow from Percy Miller, closing in, getting the offensive rebounding on right back up.
Martel Williams buries a Lancers ball, and they've got this 12-point lead, and the WAC's leading scorer, Dom Daniels, has just 2 points, but he's got his second. Tries to slip it to him. Simpson gotta go. Sibley a 3. Southern Utah cannot buy a basket. Williams in rhythm. Bullseye. Miller on the post up, flips it up, wanted a foul and did not get it. There was certainly contact. Williams has had the hot hand. He gallops, he barrels, he scores again. And from the floor.
Pretty good.
I don't care where you're shooting from. That is remarkably efficient, but he misses 2 free throws here. Martel Williams just snakes it away from Sibley and puts it off the glass.
Move there on Martel Williams, and he hits a hard-earned bucket.
I mean, everybody looks at the shot. I look at that footwork, man. The pivot, the way he flipped it around, the shot fake.
Coleman on the other end, guarded by Jackson Holcomb. It's going to be a good little battle there at the high post and the low post. Screen comes high from Coleman. Musa lost the handle, got it out. Williams spots up the 3, and down she goes. Shut down the very next day. Here's a drive. That was Kylan Green. Rim protection has been solid for both teams. Williams left open for a 3. Assist.
Was an All-American and the WAC Player of the Year before he transferred to BYU when Mark Pope left Utah Valley to be the head coach of BYU, of course, now he's at Kentucky. All in the last, 15, 20 years?
Yep. And Toulson's the reigning WAC Player of the Year after what they got done last week, winning 2 games. Here's Williams. Williams turns, and that's more.
Gets some contact and bangs that one in, and Bettiol has 6. Quickly down court come the Lancers. Spin move from Martel Williams, and he...
On the turnaround, the feed from Grimes. Boy, he really has shown off that hook shot a lot, about 50-50 with it so far.
And I've been impressed with how he's played with his back to the basket the last 2 or 3 games. That has taken a lot of work in the gym. If they leave him one-on-one, he has built the confidence. I think he can score pretty much from anywhere, from the mid-post and in.
Williams knocks down.
Bruins hitting a bumpy patch as of late. Every team seems to hit a bumpy patch in this NIL transfer portal era.
Quick foul by Tarleton State. That's going to be on Mpaka and his 4th, and he picks it up. He's now got 7 on the night to go with 2 rebounds and 2 dimes.
You've only given up 41 points and the game's getting away from you. Boy, how badly have things gone offensively?
Been a tough night shooting, like you said, still at 24%, 7 of 29. Corner 3, and there's an answer there. Again, the junior coming through big for the Texans down the stretch.
They scored and they took a minute off the clock.
It's a good combination, 6-point game. Under 2 minutes remaining. Johnson, best scorer and the guy that's really run things in Daniels out of the game. Williams has been good in this second half as well. He puts it up and has an answer on the other side. A timeout called. 30.
He's been playing good minutes all year, but really has picked it up another notch here in these WAC games.
On the other side for the Lancers of California Baptist, Tylen Riley comes in alongside Gryman, Johnson, and that is Will.
Contact with the arms as he reached in, but again, usually in those types of situations, officials let that kind of go when a player's on the floor.
Some more pressure for California Baptist, but they're able to get across the timeline. Tylen Riley, kick it over to Hennig. And Williams will drive in against Corey Wells and up and in game. Potter, the top of the key, gets it inside to Carter Welling. They're calling for the double, and it comes. Williams steals it away. Carter Welling down on the floor on the other side. In the meantime, Williams goes coast to coast.
That athleticism from Tanner Toolson, man. You get him loose on the run, it's really hard to get in front and stop him.
That pushes the Wolverine lead out to 4 points. Williams working the low left block. Holcomb puts his hand up in his face.
California Baptist from Silverstein, but...
And I missed the touch by Ethan Potter on that one. That's why I sounded a little bit surprised, but it did, in fact, go off of Potter. This one inside against Potter. And
the second half.
He just took his time, got to his spot, made his move, and then finished with composure. You can tell that guy's been playing college basketball for a long time.
Williams fakes the shot, and he gets it done against Loish, and he finishes it.
Great drive by Mansell.
Wow.
It's a tough cover. That 6'9" guy steps out, and he can put the ball on the deck like that. Great move.
Musa.
Great pass.
Here's Martel Williams, and it rattles in.
Great shot by Ruffin. Great move.
Ruffin is the only McDonald's All-American in the entire SWAC conference this season, and he was recruited by Ole Miss. Williams now for three. Answers. Ruffin
good.
All the way in. Good defense by Brantley, and Williams saves it.
Big turnover there by Jackson State. Ruffin got it knocked out of his hands. Here comes Martel.
Williams gets the roll. Kicks it out to Coleman. Wide open Braun, but it's blocked by Ramel. What a block.
Great block. Great recovery there by Manziel.
Daniels fakes
Great
the
pass.
shot. Williams.
Here he comes.
Good.
Neither team been able to get in a flow here to start the half.
Area feed knocked away by Coleman. 2-on-1.
Great finish.
Williams. Shot no good. But then the putback by Dylan Canaville.
Again, Jackson State's got the momentum now. They're excited. 1 minute to go. CBU's got to handle this basketball.
2-possession game. Each team with one timeout left.
Jackson State coming with the double.
Silverstein to Williams. Williams.
Good job
nice
by Martel.
20-11, Fresno State.
He never lacks confidence, and I like freshmen who are like that.
Don't know any better.
Yeah.
Lancers had Hennick maybe get away with the bunny hop up top. Here's Johnson. Bounce pass feed to Hennick. Left block against Sek. Back out on the wing, Williams. Williams against Bonga. Williams going to work in the paint. Jump stop right block. Shoots over Bonga. Up off the window and in. Jalen a little inspiration, Coach.
He can do it, that's for sure.
Rafer still looks good, too, doesn't he?
Still can skip.
20-13 Bulldogs. Williams open for a corner three for CBU, and he's got 4 inches on him. Backing him down. Steps in. The jump hook over him. Wide to the right, and Hennig, the Lancer board.
What he doesn't have is those muscles that that guy has. He can push you off like that.
51-46 Lancers. 13 and a half minutes to play.
See, look at Weaver's denial. That makes the difference in disrupting Cal Baptist.
Daniels gives it up to Musa between the rings against Tremble. Shot clock at 10. Musa accelerating down the right side. Lots of steps. Out to Williams, a corner three, and it's good. Martel Williams.
Float his way to that nice little layup.
SMU's third program was at Central Michigan out of high school. Last year at Wake Forest. One of the better teams in college basketball that didn't make it to the NCAA tournament. Williams turns, and that's 90 points per game first 3 weeks. Miller lines up a straightaway three, and Williams soars high for the rebound. California Baptist trails by 2.
Yes, Williams did. That was impressive. Only the 6'3", he was way above the rim for that rebound.
Coleman hands to Williams. Right hand shot settles in.
Been Mr. First half. He always comes out of the gate red hot. We'll see if the Lancers can get him going coming out of that first time out of the game. Martel Williams, speaking of, driving inside, puts up the shot, and there it is. Shot is up and good for McLean. Makes it 12-7.
Great shot by McLean.
Williams from the wing.
Big
He'll
one.
let it fly. There's 5 consecutive.
He's actually in the negative assist to turnover on the season.
Pavlo Zuba has checked in for Eastern Washington, and Vitza Zonki as well for head coach Dan Monson. And I know, Josh, we'll get into head coach Dan Monson because he's had quite the coaching resume that we'll talk about.
He really has, Pep.
Oh, there's
Martel,
7
here he comes
straight
again.
for 7 consecutive points for the Lancers at least. The reverse, no good. That was Zuba down low.
Good recovery by Hennig right there. He was kind of standing up, but he recovered and got the block. Here comes Martel.
9 consecutive at halftime when the commercials
Yeah.
are playing. 39-29, Williams for 3. No. Offensive rebound, Coleman back out to Musa.
Great pass.
Over to Williams. Williams leans in, little
There's
finger
his
rolls,
range.
good. Cook going behind his back.
Good
Ball's on the
hands by
floor,
Martel.
scooped up by Silverstein. Here he goes again on the run. Silverstein lobs it up to Williams, the basket, and count it.
Knock it out of the break for Reynolds.
Back up to 13 for the Bears. Williams.
Great move.
Inside
And
the
one.
basket and the foul for Martel Williams. They're back on top, 10-8.
Great middle drive by Lee there. Lancers got to try and keep him out of the paint. Keep LIU out of the paint.
On
Good
the
shot.
other-
And then they try to spread you out and drive you.
Coming out of that timeout, a substitution here for the Sharks. Trayshawn Shepard, number 4, has checked in. Lancers with the ball. They're up by 1. Tylen Riley fakes, drives inside, stops his dribble, dumps it off to Williams. He puts it up from close range. And 2
Bigger guy switched on to Dom, and he just took him.
CBU within 1. Turnover. Martel Williams across the timeline. Williams to the left hand. It's up and good. So the 8-0 run by the Lancers snapped by that basket from Lander. Still up by 3. Williams back out to Riley. Back to Williams. Off the window. Good.
Back and executing, hitting that 3. Instead of 7, now we're at 4, right?
Feels like a more manageable game right now. Just a 4-point separation between the Lancers and the Sharks. Johnson with the ball. Back out to Riley. To his left is Stevenson. To the wing to Williams. 9 to lead Long Island. It's now 41-32. CBU still on top. Looking to add to that lead. Williams backing down his man. Muscles it up. And good. 2 more. 3-34 as he knocks down both. Williams up top to Daniels. Drives and kicks to Riley. Daniels into the post to Coleman. Coleman double team, passes out of it to Williams from close range.
Great
and there's
pass.
another battle for CBU. Daniels, 3-pointer. That one is no good. Daniels now 0 for 6 from downtown. And there's Martel Williams for 3.
Here he comes.
Strickland,
Great
the drive
throw.
and the kick to Lee for 3. No good. Silverstein dribbles around Lee. He's going to push it up in a hurry. It's a 3-on-1. Martel Williams finishes it. The battle for Riverside. Here we go. Lancers in the home whites. Highlanders in the visiting black uniforms. And the opening tip belongs to CBU. And Dominique Daniels Jr. will crack open the action here. UCR comes in at 0-2. Couple tough games to open up the season against Oregon and BYU on the road. Meanwhile, CBU at 2-0 wins against Incarnate Word and Kennesaw State. And Coach Mike Magpayo and the Highlanders have already played 11 different guys in this one.
Magpayo in his 5th year after taking over for David Patrick, who is now the associate head coach at LSU. Here's your steak dinner. Good job there from Daniels.
Takes the charge from Hargris. Martel Williams driving to right, going to the rim. Are you serious?
Hall of Famers assemble.
Like the Avengers.
Like the Avengers.
Martel Williams. Owls go up by a score 5-2. Williams with Cottle defending, turnaround off the window, and 2nd of 6 consecutive home games for CBU to tip off the season. 5-point win against UIW on Monday night. Williams puts it up and good, draws the contact. Back up with it with the left, and that one is. And Kennesaw State back in front, 23-22.
You can't give up second chance points, especially against a team that likes to run, that gives them confidence. That's the third offensive board of the game for the Owls.
See if the Lancers can get Daniels going here. Stevenson on the wing, trying to get it inside to Coleman. Coleman calling for it, but nowhere to go. Good defense by Gordon to prevent that pass. Williams, left hand, and there he goes. He's in double figures.
I have those friendship bracelets all over, Pat.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I shake it off.
52-51. Williams to the cup. Yes! Wing, he did it again. Cottle hits another big three for the Owls. He is keeping Kennesaw State in this game.
He's got 20, Pep, and I'll tell you what, we've seen guys in the last two games have career nights from beyond the arc. But that man right there.
Incarnate Word throwing the alley-oop. They cannot finish, and the Lancers are going to come out with the basketball. That was Jordan Pike who's into the game. Where's number 7 for the Cardinals, trying to get on the other end of that alley-oop.